What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, as always, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I put together a very special rare big man and center for y'all. And I'm gonna be calling this one the Diamond Mid-Range Threat. And this one today is going to be reminding me of none other than Joel Embiid. Now, as far as for our attributes today, we'll get a 99 plus when it comes towards our standing dunk, free throw, pass accuracy, block, offensive, and defensive rebound with our stamina. Now, we're also going to get the upgraded dunk packages with elite big man contact dunks. Now, with that being said, we're going to get a total of 55 out of 77 badges. This is really the Season 5 meta center, and it's an all-around one of the most overpowered builds to use at this point of the game. Now, it's a very fun build for any type of game mode that you go into, and the build is dominant on both sides of the ball. Now, it's going to be one of the most rare, best center names out there that you can see. So, man, before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So to get started, the first thing that we're going to do is put this build under the center position. Go with the height of 7'1". As for that weight, let's go at 249. And then for our wingspan today, I decided to go with 7'11". Now from here, the first area that I do want to dive into is going to be our physicals. So for that speed, I think this number is pretty solid. We're going to go with a 60. As for that acceleration, I'm going to go with a 50. And then for our strength today, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 90. Now for that vertical, move this up to a 79. And then for the stamina, move this all the way up to a 97. Now remember, we get a +4 from completing your Gatorade facility workouts. With that in mind, if you end up buying your own boost, that's at least a +4. Consider adding wearing gear, that's another +1, up to possibly even 3. If you activate your takeover, that's another +10. And the better we play throughout each game, 2K does give you a minor boost, just as they would take away some of your attributes if you go cold. So we'll have a 64 speed, 54 acceleration, 94 strength, 83 vertical with that 99 stamina. Very special build to start out. Now let's get started with the defensive end. So for that defensive rebound, I'm going to go all the way up to a 90. As we get into that offensive side, let's go with a 93. And now as we get into the block, put this all the way up to an 87. And then moving into the rest of this build, go with a 64 hour steal. And then for that perimeter defense, I'm going to go with the same exact thing. Now move the interior up to a 74, and as you can see, this is what we're going to be looking like for the defensive side of the ball. Now as we get started with these badges, we get Hall of Fame Box Out Beast, Gold Puzzle Stick with Rebound Chaser. Now as far as for the offensive end, a little bit more of the same. Getting into that block, you get Silver Anchor with Silver Chasedown Artist. For that steal, I do like, honestly, Interceptor on the bronze tier. Then you're going to be able to get Silver Workhorse, a bronze off-ball pass with, of course, we get Post Lockdown on the bronze tier. For the defensive end, let me know your thoughts and opinion. Is there anything that you would possibly do to change or make this build a little bit better? Now from here, let's get started with the playmaking. So to get into these attributes, go with a 92 for that pass accuracy. As for that ball handle, I'm going to go all the way up to a 57 with a 27 speed of ball. Now moving into the ball handle, this is what we're going to keep it as, and I promise you this is more than enough needed to be effective to dribble. Now as you can see, we get Hall of Fame Break Starter, Post Playmaker with Special Delivery. For those gold badges, we get Touch Passer, Relay Passer, Needle Threader, and Dimer. Now look, overall for the pass accuracy, I truly do believe if you end up buying Boost, this is going to be one of the most overpowered big men to use this year because of this pass accuracy. Now from here, let's dive into the shooting. So for that mid-range shot, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 79. Moving into the three-pointer, I'm going to go with a 74 with a 90 when it comes towards our free throw. Now for these badges, as you can see, we get gold free points. Also going to be able to get a few out of our 3-pointer. You get silver catch and shoot, Claymore, also getting green machine. Then we get guard up and also gold combat kit. Now you also get bronze spot finder, whistle, blinders, and then you're also going to be able to get corner specialist. Now as far as for that mid-range shot, a little bit more of the same. I do like Deadeye. Then you also do get open looks, and then when it comes to MIDDY magician, we get this one on the silver tier. Now there's one final area to get into, and that's going to be the finishing. Really what's going to polish this build up completely. So getting into the standing dunk, put this all the way up to a 92. Getting into the driving, put this up to a 75. And then this is what we should be looking like once you max this build out completely to 99 overall. Now to look at these badges, we get gold fast switch, rise up, area wizard, and precision dunker. Getting into the driving dunk, a little bit more of the same, but I do like slithery, bunny with, especially posterizer. Now you also do get silver 2-step, whistle with spin cycle on the gold tier. For that driving layup, regardless of this rating, it always seems that you do get a lot of badges unlocked. So as you can see, we get other badges like Pro Touch, Whistle. Even when it comes to this side of the ball, I think we're still very effective. Now let me know your thoughts and opinion. Is there anything that you would possibly do to make this build a little bit better? But overall, I think we're really going to be able to play exactly like Joel Embiid. Now remember, look, we get a total of 4 Hall of Fame badges, 15 gold, 11 silver with 12 bronze. With that being said, if you take into account adding boost and everything that I've mentioned, I think you're in store for one of the best builds possible. Now if you add up your standing dunk as well as your strength and vertical, that's going to allow you to get a lot of the elite big man contact dunk animations, and they are really easy to unlock this year. So man, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. We should have gotten these 3 different comparisons, and as y'all can see, together we have created the rare big man diamond mid-range threat. Now I love the fact that of course we get the comparison of Joel Embiid, just like I've mentioned. Adding up everything of what I did previously mention, we have a whole lot of potential to look forward to when it comes to today's build. Now I just want to say thank y'all so much for the support. God bless every one of you. More so than anything, bless the Lord and thank the man above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to you with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.